Hello everyone, welcome back to the second ever PK review for the Generation Toy Green Shadow. This is Mixmaster, the second release. Well, they were released as a box set, but originally it was the second release of the Gravity Builder set. As you see in the background, there's Scrapper. Feel free to go see my other video of him, and let's get started. As you can see, this is the green clear plastic version, the Green Shadow set, and well, it looks really good. Same as I said for Scrapper, the plastic looks and feels really durable. Without too much further ado, let's get started. I'm going to pull him in a little closer so you guys can see all the plastic looking good. All the pieces storing really nicely. And it looks like these aren't tabbed in right now. That might be, I'll have to keep an eye on that thinner spot. I don't think it'll break, but this is my first time with it. As I said with Scrapper, this is the first time I have touched this figure. I have not transformed it before. I just pulled it straight out of the box. I have the instructions on the side here just in case, but I'm going to, as with Scrapper, attempt to do it all from memory, from watching other people do it with the previous release and so forth. That's just how I prefer to do it. I'm not a big fan of instructions usually. I just use them as the backup. As you can see, this will open. So I like the little touches like that. It feels good. He feels so hefty and so solid. So without further ado, let's transform this guy. Okay. I'm going to start by removing the gun from underneath him. I always find it easiest to remove any parts that need removed first before you get to transforming, even if, it wouldn't be in the way till later. This gun has a extending barrel there. It is also made of clear plastic. It rotates despite having, it has these side pieces here, so I'm not sure if it's meant to rotate or if that's just loose on mine, but his gun, also clear plastic, opaque handle, same deal as Scrapper's, really nice. Alright, so here is Mixmaster. Okay, so first I'm going to pop back these little pieces that I had popped in earlier and use the newfound freedom to fold up all the way his bumper and plug those in. Now that I've done that, I'm going to loosen up these side panels and fold them down in order to open up his sides here. There's the ankle tilt for his combined mode as well, right there. Yes. So now I'm going to fold forward this piece. Okay, so these pieces are folded down in this. This is for his combined mode. I've heard this warning before on the previous release. I'm a big fan of watching other reviewers in the past, and still now. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was going to stop watching them now that I'm starting to do my own. Big shout out to all of the other reviewers. So, what it means is this is supposed to be folded inside, and to fix that I'm going to need to pop this piece loose and fold this in, and then pop this piece back into place, and then repeat on the other side. Fold this piece back in and pop this back into place. All right. So now I should be able to fold these down at his knee as per what he needed. Alright, so now I need these wheels to fold inwards until they hit this point right here and sit right above that. That gets them off from just hanging off the back. Same on the other side. A little bit tight, but nothing that seems anything but sturdy. And then we will rotate around these. Next, I will fold out these feet. Then I will fold out these panels up. Make sure I'm on screen. It's a lot tougher than it looks, guys. I've watched and been like, why aren't you on screen? To many a people. Now I feel it too. So, you know, if you're ever giving someone a hard time about being on screen, just go try and do it yourself. It's a lot harder than I'd imagined. Alright, now these panels will fold over and tab in across the way, and then they will fold down and tab in to make a solid back foot. And I like that little touch. I like when a company just wants to make things solid so there's not big gaps. It's a very nice, helpful touch. Then we will rotate his feet around at the ball joint, and we will bring this back down, tab it back in at the back. Same with the other side, bring it back, tab it all the way in, like that. And then there are these fold out little plastic heels in here to make sure he can stand on his own. Okay, now this is something according to the directions. I'm going to leave those tabbed in. For some reason I thought those came undone for his bottom. Maybe it's just something. The others are done. In fact, I'm just going to take a look. Yeah, they do come undone. So these will come undone, roll to the side, fold down on the separate double joint. I believe down. Let me look. How do they look if I fold them up? Really bad. So yes, down on a double joint. And then the knees will fold back and up a little bit. Let me turn that around so you can see it. There's a double joint here. It'll fold back and then up on that black joint so it sits lower. Alright. And now we have the upper half. Let's start by opening up his mixer barrel. That's one thing that's very different between this set and Constructor. The functionality. Constructor had like all moving parts, all the stuff that moves, whereas this one has like an open mixer barrel with a little cannon jetpack in it and so forth. So I have this open. I've opened it all the way out. I believe that's how it goes. Now I need to untab and fold this back. Let me make sure of where it's tabbed in. Right there. Right there. Once it's loose, it should... There it goes. 2 more tabs inside in there. And it will roll back into place. Make sure these are out of the way and in the right shape so they don't get caught. And it's out of the way for now. Alright. So I am cheating a bit using the instructions for this part. I don't remember him as well as the other ones, such as Scrapper. Alright, so now I will extend his arms out, pop him loose from the bottom, and extend. You see there's a tab there that was tabbed in. Same on the other side. Pop it loose. Extend it up. And then we will fold these 2 pieces we did earlier all the way up against the wheels. And then pull out the arms. And they'll snap into place. Once we've done that, we can pop this chest plate loose, roll it around, and then folded up, not on that joint, but on that joint. That allows it to peg into place up here. Now, as I said many times with Scrapper, so far I have not seen or felt anything that feels dangerous on it. That may change in the future, but he feels good. He feels very safe. He doesn't feel like he's going to fall apart. So we'll now extend his arms up and snap him into place. And that we will roll his arms back down by his sides. So there, like so. Very tight. And then we'll rotate the bicep swivel around so that his elbows are facing the right way. Those elbows are sort of tight. They sort of detent right there and pop instead of being a smooth motion. But, you know. Alright, now that he's like this, we can fold his little head cannon thing back over his head in true Mixmaster fashion. And then we want to extend these out. And I heard from another of yours to hold the rockets up while you pull them out so they don't get hung. And there is a mixer truck. Green Shadow mixer truck. As you can see, he is the same. Oh, actually, I overlooked one step. These little flaps next to his head will fold down and fill in these holes above his arm. That looks better. Alright, so as you can see, he is the same set of colors as Scraper back here, and they look good on him. There's a lot of stuff, like a good chunk of the joints are made of opaque plastic, so I'm not worried about that. The connector parts for Constructor, that's Toy World, you know, for Gravity Builder are also opaque plastic, so I think those will hold up. These hands are translucent. That's a point that I might watch going forward on all of them. Less so on the ones with the black translucent than, say, Scraper back there with his green. All the tolerances feel decent. There's some clicky joints here and there. They click nicely. He poses. And, yeah, I have not seen any problems still with these guys. I say as of these two, I'd say if you're comfortable enough with what you've seen, they're a good buy. They're limited to 800 of them. It's probably worth it. I will do the following 4 and the combined mode over the next couple days and have them all up. So if you're patient, and I don't think it's selling that fast because it's clear plastic and people worry, then just wait a few days. I'll give you my full thoughts on everything and so forth. So for now, let's just go over his articulation real quick, then bring in a comparison, which I have decided on a slightly better one than my previous choice. I just have to realize where I sat. Oh, I sat behind the box over here, guys. I lost him. So let's go ahead and size comparison first. Here is Masterpiece 36 Megatron. I'm going to go put, since I did not have a proper official figure to size next to Scraper, I'm going to put him there too. And let's just adjust up a little. Alright. So there he is with Masterpiece Megatron. You can see that they come up to about his waist. I think they're a bit small for Masterpiece, but they look like Chug figures anyway, so we all know that people have different opinions, but they're definitely going to be going with my IDW setup and not with my Masterpieces. Alright, so I'm going to just move these out of the way real quick and pull him back up here. We're going to have a look at his articulation for anyone who cares, and then we will be done. Wrist swivels, 90-degree bend at the elbow, full outwards. A little bit inhibited by these, but they do move. They also move up. So, plenty of posability options there. Full 360 at the shoulder. A little squeaky. Pretty much the same fare. Ratchets back and forth. That there. Hip swivel. Much deeper knee bend. Maybe. Nope, still 90 degrees according to the foot. So 90-degree knee bend. Let's see. Does he have a waist? He has a waist, but it's a little bit bumpy. So I wouldn't use it too much, but it's okay. His head here, I'm going to fold his head cannon back again so we can see it a little better. His head is a ball joint. Their heads are, let me get them close to me. I believe their heads are opaque plastic and not clear, but that's fine. He holds his gun fine. Still the rubber wheels. Very nice colors. He looks good. They look good together. And I look forward to the next few days getting to know the rest of the team and showing you guys all about them. So, till next time, this is PK out.